Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com, and in this video we're going to do the unboxing for this Xperia Z and have a first look at the same. And this is a high-end mobile from Sony and it got some amazing specs. And if you look at the back, it has a 1.5 GHz quad-core processor. It has a full HD screen, that's a 1080p screen, and the screen size is 5-inch. And as you can see, it also supports a 13 megapixel rear-facing camera. The front-facing camera is a 2.2 megapixel, and it can also shoot video in full HD, that's 1080p. And let us quickly open the same now. And as you can see, it's sealed. Let me break the seal now. And I want to thank Faisal Communications for providing this unit for review. And right away we get the phone itself. Let me keep that to the side for now. And let's look at what else do we get in the box. We get some manuals, as we can see here. Actually quite a few manuals. And let me keep that to the side. SAR information and information, again important notes, a bunch of manuals. And if you look, we get the USB cable. We also get earphones, and we also get some earphone earplugs. And this is the Sony branded USB charger. And again, the battery is pre-installed in the phone. It's non-removable. So this is the phone, as you can see. So let us have a look at the same, and let me take it out. Again, it looks really great. The feel is really good, and though it's a 5-inch screen, let me compare it with my Galaxy Nexus. As you can see, my Galaxy Nexus sports a 4.65-inch screen, and this is 5-inch. But then also, it's almost the same in the height department. So I thought the phone would be a little bit bulky, but it's very comfortable, and while holding it, it's also relatively light. So let's see if it has any power, and let's see if it boots. This is the power switch. As you can see, it's up over here, and the volume rocker is also at this position. So a little bit of peculiar position, but again, it's booting. And we also do have a micro SD card slot, so that's interesting. And on this end, we also have these two, some kind of dock connector or something like that. And on the bottom we have the microphone hole, and as you can see, it booted. And we have to set up the phone. I'll just quickly do the same now. And I did not add a SIM card, and the battery on this is a 2330 milliampere battery. And as you can see, it's booted now. Again, as you can see, like in Nexus phone, the navigation buttons are the part of the display. And let's look at the Android version that comes pre-installed on the phone. About the phone, and as you can see, the Android version that ships is Jelly Bean, that's 4.1.2. Also, let's look at the storage. The phone comes with a built-in storage of 16 GB. We get available space is 10.92 GB. That's almost 11 GB, but as I said, we can add a external micro SD card to expand the storage. And also it supports OTG, and you can mount USB storage, as you can see. So that's brilliant. Also, let's look at the display. Again, it has the mobile Bravia engine, and also it does support the auto brightness sensor, as expected with a high-end phone. Now let me just quickly connect to the Wi-Fi, and it's connected. And let's see if we get this gesture. Yes, and it's a little bit different, I would say, than the timescape we have seen in earlier Sony Android phones. Oops. And you get this kind of display where you can add extra home screens if you want. And as you can see, this is how it looks. And let's look at the app tree also. And as you can see, this is the app tree. So again, a little bit different than the Timescape UI that we are used to. And Chrome browser is pre-installed. So let's look at the same. And I'm just going to go to tech2buzz.com right away. Again, as expected, it's rendering the website really quickly. Again, as I said, the pinch to zoom gesture should also be silky smooth. Oops, no issues. And let's try to play back video that's embedded on this web page. This is a YouTube video that's embedded. And again, as expected, orientation change is smooth. Let's increase the volume.
Hi there, this is Ranjit from TechToBus.com, and in this video we're going to do the unboxing for this LG.
And also the speakerphone volume is really nice. It's loud enough. Nice. Let's go to a heavier website like news.com. Also, as the keyboard is pretty wide, it's really easy to type. No issues. Also, this is a 1080p screen, not a 720p screen that we have seen in other high-end Android phones. In 2013, all the high-end phones are going to come with this 1080p display. And again, as you can see, it's doing a great job. And pinch to zoom, etc. is also really smooth. So again, as expected in web browsing, it does a great job. Another really interesting thing about this phone is that this phone, though it's a very high-end phone, it's a weatherproof phone. That means you can immerse this phone in water for 30 minutes up to 1 meter, and then also it will survive, and also it's dust proof. Also, let's look at the rear facing camera and the back. As you can see, it's glossy and looks like it's covered with a thin layer of glass. Again, it attracts fingerprints. As you can see, I just removed the protective cover, and it does yeah, you will see what you say fingerprints on this one, but again it looks elegant, as you can see. And let's look at the camera now. And the rear facing camera specifically, it's supposed to be a 13 megapixel, and let's look at the same. We can tap and it is focusing, and again the shutter lag is almost not there. Let me show it again. And as you can see, I've kept the flash to auto settings, and as you can see, it was auto. Let's see the results. How are the snaps? And again, as you can see, it's really good. I'm in a really dull lighting environment, and I didn't expect the camera to do this good, but it does a decent job. Again, I'll be testing the camera a little bit more. I'll make a dedicated video regarding the camera performance of this phone, so stay tuned for that. So initial impressions, the camera looks to be great, I would say. And so this is the Sony Xperia Z, a high-end mobile phone from Sony. I also will be doing a full in-depth review for this Xperia Z. So if you have any comments, etc., do post them in the YouTube channel below. And also, if you aren't subscribed to my YouTube Geekyranjit channel, subscribe to the same. That's it for now. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.